Before we begin with this video, here's a quick and an easy question for you all. Can you all tell us how old Sadie Sink is? If you know the right answer, let us know in the comment section down below or stick to the end of the video, which is when I'm going to reveal the answer to this question. Hey guys, and welcome to FilMonger Entertainment, your #1 source for all things films and movies. And in today's video, we're going to look at how Sadie Sink's running up that hill scene in Stranger Things season 4 was shot.
Wow, that was a lot. Can you talk about filming that escape scene? It was so intense.
Yeah, that was shot over, I don't know how many, I think it might have been a week that we spent on that, or like 4 days, I guess. Lot of time spent in the harness, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty intense, and like all the like vines and stuff, like none of that's there. We did get really lucky this year because Vecna was pretty much fully practical effects.
Stranger Things season 4 star Sadie Sink explains how Vecna's mind layer scene was filmed. Sadie Sink plays the role of Max Mayfield in the science fiction horror series, which follows a core group of teenagers from Hawkins, Indiana, as they once again battle forces from the parallel dimension known as the Upside Down. Set 6 months after the Battle of Starcourt, where Max lost her brother Billy to the Mind Flayer. The high schooler is tormented by the trauma of the harrowing experience and the guilt from the possibility that maybe she could have done more to save her brother Billy.
Just grieving the loss of Billy, her brother, and she's really shut herself off from her friends because she doesn't want anyone to know what pain she's actually in. But I think just isolating herself ends up it causes more harm for her than good because, they start to these thoughts just kind of eat away at her. And then eventually, I don't know.
Stranger Things season 4 finds Max having nightmares and finding trouble sleeping due to this vivid nightmares that bring her back to the night at Starcourt Mall, where she witnessed her brother being impaled by the Upside Down demon. Although she initially believes the nightmares are just a product of the residual emotional pain, Max soon realizes that they are caused by an evil, telepathic being from the Upside Down known as Vecna, who has been tormenting his victims and killing them in a gruesome manner.
Is this CGI Vecna, or is this a human being?
So there's actually, that's all practical effects. So there's an actor in there.
There's, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was looking and go, oh.
So yeah, it's all practical. They had someone there.
Fantastic.
9 hours of prosthetics or something.
Is it frightening to act opposite this thing?
Yeah, but then in the moment, yes, but then in between takes, he'd be eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So.
Max's mind is eventually taken by Vecna to his lair in the parallel dimension, a fractured version of the Creel house bathed in a red hue, where she is trapped by his veins and held in place so he can kill her. In a recent interview during Netflix's Geek Week, Sadie Sink shared details about how she prepared for the role and Vecna's mind flare scene. After watching a small snippet from the scene along with the other cast members of Stranger Things season 4, she recalled the long shoots, and she also explained the set and the physical harness she used. She said, "That was shot over, I don't know how many, I think it might have been a week that we spent on that. Or 4 days, I guess. A lot of time spent in harness, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty intense, and all the veins and stuff, none of that's there. We did really luck out this year because Vecna was pretty much fully practical effects, which kind of made it easier for me, so I'm not staring at a man in a green suit."
But yeah, it was pretty intense. Definitely got a little scraped up, but it was really, really fun.
Can we touch upon the reveal of Vecna 1 Henry? Did that blow your minds like it did the audience?
Yeah, that's an amazing twist. Jamie's unbelievable.
Jamie's incredible.
And he had to be, I only met him a few times, but from what I could hear, how long was he had to probably, if it was a 7 a.m. crew call.
Although Sadie Sink described that much of the scene props, such as the veins holding her in place against the tree-like pillar in Vecna's lair, were not actually there, she was pleased that a lot of practical effects were used, like Vecna's suit and much of the elements of the Creel house. She also recalled that she spent much of her time in a harness, most likely to stimulate the moment in which Vecna lifted her off the ground right before she was to be killed. 4 days of staring at a humanoid demon while being strapped into a harness, as well as spending a significant part of the shoot running as Max attempted to escape Vecna's wrath, would definitely contribute to Sink calling the experience on that set intense.
Set was pretty impressive. It was like a full-on platform that was built on a soundstage.
You're not really here.
We always try to combine real art department constructed environments with these digital elements.
And so all like the pillars in there and the ground was there and everything, but the sky, that was all just like a blue screen.
The more you can practically build, the more you're helping your actor do their job, but you're also helping the audience with kind of an on-ramp to believability.
Before we jump into the next video, here's a quick shout out to our Instagram page, FilMonger Official. If you're someone who loves Marvel and DC updates or any kind of Marvel and DC memes, then this is your one stop. Vecna's mind layer scene gone on to become one of the most popular and one of the most favorite scenes from Stranger Things season 4, partly due to Sadie Sink's breathtaking performance as she escaped Vecna and returned back to her friends, and partly due to the montage, the emotional montage of images of Max and her friends from the previous 2 seasons.
This season we kind of get to see Max open up a little bit, and I think she really starts to see like how important that is when you do allow yourself to open up to the people closest in your life. So I just kind of wonder what that might look like in the future for her.
And partly due to Scene being expertly edited to Kate Bush's song Running Up That Hill. As a result, the song has gained a new popularity and reached the top 10 on music charts in multiple countries 37 years after its initial release. Vecna's lair proved to be the pivotal scene in the series, but it will most likely not be the last time the location will be seen, as the Hawkins teens aim to take on Vecna in the Upside Down in the Stranger Things Volume 2.
I appear
Okay,
to
don't
be
say anything. All right, don't.
in the air.
You appear to be in the air. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Okay. What was it like filming this?
It was fun.
Yeah?
I had fun. I'm not scared of heights or anything, so.
So you really were in the air.
I was, and I was like, I don't know. I was kind of like reenacting. I was living my like Kathy Rigby Peter Pan fantasy for a bit.
I guess most difficult moment, the stunt work at the end when I was in the mind layer, just because it was, you know, it was a little rough. But yeah, it was intense. Like stunt-wise, it was pretty heavy, but honestly, like really fulfilling to shoot. A lot of running, a lot of harness work. A lot of just like, at one point, like there was just something tied against my foot and someone was literally just dragging me across the floor.
Yeah, that was also, it was just such a weird scene.
It was.
I'm like, Max's brother just died, and then I saw that in the script and I was like, what's going on? Like now we're just like singing and dancing and, but I think it was nice to have like that kind of like happy moment, just like trying to like, you know, make fun of Dustin a little bit and get everyone's minds off of.
Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and the answer to the question I asked you all at the beginning of the video is 20 years. If you got this answer right, then you are a true Sadie Sink fan. Alright guys, we'll see you around next time with another brand new video. Till then, keep watching FilMonger Entertainment. Bye guys!